So I had a very weird upbringing, I guess, in general. But so my Halloween when I was a kid, tale as old as time, right? Parents didn't have a lot of money. We rented a plot of land from some Shriners, like you do.
Yeah.
Whenever you don't have a lot of
They
money,
they they they, uh, they 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 brought the rental agreement on their little
their
cars,
little
yeah.
car, yeah, yeah, a van with a fez showed up every week to collect the rent. No, but
Yeah.
for real, we lived in a trailer that was situated on this big piece of property on the side of a very busy road. But that was owned by Shriners. And if you don't know who Shriners are, they're the old men with the little fez hats, and they drive the little cars in the parade. And on one end of the property was their meeting hall, right? And on the other end of the property was this warehouse that was a haunted house attraction that basically was just like a business for them to run, like, 6 weeks out of the year. And then when the season was over, they could close it and not have to worry about it, until it was time to get it ready into the next summer.
Pull all the
And
snakes
so,
out.
yeah, pull all the
Bat.
snakes out of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so they situated this trailer that we had like on that, just all the way on the other side of the property. So it was like the trailer and like a 10-foot chain link fence that's all overgrown by foliage, and then the haunted house. So I grew up from the time I was born until I was 8 years old. I lived next door to a haunted house,
That's
So
awesome.
cool.
literally. And it was
That's
really
awesome,
cheesy.
man.
It was really dumb, whatever. But it was cool because
Here.
whenever at the end of the summer, whenever they would start getting it ready for the next year, since they knew us, they would let me and my older brother like go through the haunted house while they were getting it ready. So we got to see everything they were doing in there, which was really cool. And so the trailer was right next to this like, the yard part. It's like the first part of it was like a yard. And so like a guy with a chainsaw would chase you in the darkness, and you'd go in a tunnel, and then there's like this little pond thing with like a gill man kind of thing that would pop up and like spray air or whatever. And like if you saw it in the daytime, it's like, oh, that's really dumb, but it worked.
Yeah.
So basically like every night, well, really, I mean, I would get home from school in the evening, right?
Sorry.
And just from then until I fell asleep, it'd just be the sounds of screaming teenagers and chainsaws to the backing track of one of those generic Halloween sounds tape, with like the rattling chains and the bubbling cauldrons and the creaking doors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was basically every day for us until like the first week of November.
That
And
sounds
was
like
it.
heaven.
It
I can
was,
dig that.
and it was weird because I didn't like it. It wasn't until I was like 30 that I was like, oh, wait, that's not normal. Most people didn't grow up next door to a haunted house.